Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Welcome, welcome, Boss Andrew. Welcome, Layla and Mia, Arnie. Thank you, thank you. I'm just setting this up. I'm out here on Grandma's porch. And thank you, Brenda. Thank you. And my live stream or my internet out here is very slow out on Grandma's porch. I just moved the computer back out here. I have 12 computers, but I moved this one out here. Hey, Big Tim, welcome, welcome. RM videos, welcome, welcome. Let me try to get the pop up so that I can, it's so slow, it's taking a long time, but hopefully I can get the pop up and I can give you all a blue wrench here. Let me put live stream here. And you can all say hello to each other. I have not been on at 10 o'clock at night in a for about 5 or 6 months. And so I was on about 2 hours today, between like say 2 and 4. I usually come on somewhere around between 1 and 4. And I was on Brenda Land's tonight, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and jump on after her. So let me finish this. Let's see, live stream. I'm sharing it out. Hopefully you'll share it out too. And I just shared that out. Okay, now I'm coming back over and to StreamYard. And let me get the pop-up so I can give you all blue wrench. There we go. Okay, blue wrench for Arnie. There you go. And Julia. Oh, really? Wow. You know what, Julie? I mean, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy that we're losing people that we go to regularly. I just don't understand it. You know, today I noticed that I lost Brenda, who I go to every day, and Norgus R, who I go to every day. So it just doesn't make any sense. And then the amazing thing is people end up getting they end up getting the notifications like a day later. So it's just really, really, really weird. Really weird. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I gave you all blue wrenches. You should have one. Does everybody have their blue wrench? Because I gave you all blue wrench. And if it didn't go through, let me know, and I'll re-give you a blue wrench. Let me look. Nope, it says I gave you all blue wrenches. So, okay, good. Hey, Boss Andrew, thank you for coming. Thank you, Big Tim. Thank you, Arnie. Thank you, RM Videos. Thank you, Brenda, for, pushing me out here. Chrysler Imperial, welcome, welcome. I'm in my pajamas. I just took my bubble bath. I put some cold cream on my face so I look really, really shiny, not my best. But you know what? When you do these live streams, people see you at all kind of different levels. Yeah, Arnie, I don't know what's up. I really don't. Now, Boss Andrew, let me re-give you a blue wrench. Okay, there you go. Okay. Boss Andrew, you should be blue now. You should be blue. Yeah, so I don't even know what is up. Brenda, I'm going to put in the link so you can come up if you would like to come up. Let me get invite. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to put it over here. Okay, Brenda. I did it. So it has been probably 4 or 5 months since I have done a live stream at night. And the reason for that is because my kids and my husband, they're all home in the evenings. And so, and I was doing, I do my daily live streams out in the kitchen. And then, what I do is I do my welcome, John Womack, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. And so I do my daily live streams out in the kitchen, but my family, when they're home, I don't want to do it in the house. And it was too cold out here on Grandma's porch, and now it's real, real warm. So I'm loving it. So I look shiny tonight. I've got cold cream on, so it's not good with the camera. So nothing wrong with me. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. So I think that, I normally come on around between 2 or 3 or 4 in the afternoon, but I think I'm going to try to start coming on periodically at 10 o'clock as well. Welcome, Batang. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And so I'm back out on Grandma's porch. The lighting is terrible out here, but it's a wonderful place to be at night. And so I come out here at night and I talk on the phone, and I really, really enjoy this spot of my house. It's one of my favorite spots. And I love my house. I love every room in my house, and they're all for different purposes. But I really, really like this out here on Grandma's porch. So growing up, we always had a porch, and we always went to Grandma's and we sat on Grandma's porch, and during the summer, and when it was warm. And so I've always had porches. I love porches and kitchens. I love porches and kitchens. So how is everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all doing really, really good. And normally I don't come on for a real long time at night, but so I'm probably not going to be on all that long. But I just wanted to kind of get back into the groove again, where I do a 10 o'clock live, not every night, but let's say some nights. And so you might start looking for me at 10 o'clock at night, because I might just be out here with my cold cream on. Welcome, show 4. Welcome, my friend. Great to see you. And the local family, welcome, welcome. Let me just get you all up here with a wrench. There you go. And thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And so my husband and my son got back tonight, and they got back we have a beach house, and we're renovating it. So everything is being torn up, and in the beach house. And so they just got back tonight. So it was kind of a madhouse in my house. We were, everybody was excited. My son brought me back a gift. He brought us all back a gift. And so, I really like that. Queen Broncos, hey, hey, hey. And so, yeah, so, we're a pretty close family. We are a close family. So they were gone all week and working on the house. Welcome, long hair vlogger. Welcome, welcome. And so, yeah. Thank you, Queen Broncos. Thank you. Queen Broncos is my daughter. Okay. Just so you all know, that's my daughter. And my kids get on here periodically. And so, yeah. So I'm kind of just, giving it a go. Usually by this time of the day, I'm pretty worn out. But, I still like to come on and connect, because you kind of come on with a different crowd. Thank you, Melissa. You got to go to bed. It's your bedtime. And hey, Braden. Hey, nice to meet you, Braden. Nice to meet you. I'm going to give you a blue wrench there. Okay. And welcome, welcome. So I'm working off of another computer, and it's not a computer that I use all the time. And it's not a computer that I use all the time. And this is a slow one because it's out here on grandma's porch and it's not hardwired. So the internet is slow, the computer's slow, and it takes me a little while. But yeah, so how is everyone doing tonight? How are y'all doing? Long hair, let me give you, okay, I did give you a blue wrench. Good, good. Okay. Yeah. So, what is everyone going to do this weekend? Are you just going to relax, hang out? Do you have to work? You know, for me, I'm going to paint. I'm an artist, and so I paint. So, I'm going to do that this weekend. Yes, long hair, you can do that. You can do that. So, I'm going to paint this weekend, and I'm going to try to stay away from my college work. And part of the reason I wasn't coming on at 10 o'clock at night is, as you all know, I'm a full-time college student. And I'm a full-time college student. And so I just, Brenda, you're in the basement? I thought you were, I thought your crochet room was in the top part of your house. So is it in the basement? But, we all have to find a place where we can do our lives without interrupting our family. Yes, Braden, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good, 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 good. Brenda, do you want to come up with me for a few minutes? Brenda has a wonderful channel. I just came off of her channel. We kind of, for the longest time, it was Brenda Land at 7 to 10. And then I came on. Hey, Carla, welcome, welcome, my friend. Carla, you're welcome to come up and say hi. I'll put the link in again for you and Brenda. Hey, Ellie Lee, welcome, welcome. Let me put that back in. Okay, I think that's in. Oops, nope, that's not, that didn't do it. Some reason it did not go in. Let me go over here and see if I can put it in here. Okay. Okay, let me try it here. That should work. Yep, it did it. Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ellie Lee. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I was on for, I think, 2 hours today. Plus, I went on several other panels, and I was making dinner tonight. And Maui Chris, welcome, welcome. I was making dinner tonight. Oh, you're going to, okay, Melissa, mom loves you. You have a good night, okay? Love you, love you. My daughter has her own apartment, and it's like 4 miles from here. And so she was over here earlier, and so she's going to bed now. I have really good kids. And hey, Minivan Mike, welcome, welcome. So, I just come on when I feel like it. I'm kind of like Carla. Carla comes on. Carla's Coalition and Friends. She comes on every morning, and she has a great channel. And like Brenda Lands, these are all channels that I'm really, really familiar with. Carla and Brenda, Noni May's Way. I'm trying to think. Norgus R, fantastic channel. Norgus R, Ungel. Braden, my stomach is good. My stomach is good. My stomach is good. Oh, you're backstage, Carla. Thank you. It's okay. Carla, I wasn't even going to come on tonight. And then I was on, hey, Clavino, welcome, welcome. I wasn't even going to come on because I'd been on 2 hours today. My son and my husband got back. My daughter was here. And I just thought, you know what? I think I'm going to come on because I had not been on 10 o'clock at night forever. I mean, it's been 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months. And I thought, even though I was on for 2 hours, thank you, Carla. Thank you. I thought, I'm still going to go on. I'm still going to go on. And there's Carla. Anyone that doesn't have Carla, Carla's Coalition and Friends, you want to be on her channel. She's usually on at 9 o'clock in the morning, but she sometimes does she does later streams, streams later in the day, and so if she does later ones, I usually go on, and you will love Carla's channel, and Brenda Land's channel, and Noni May's channel, and so many other channels. I have a lot of great friends. Welcome, Peter Dale. Welcome. I haven't seen you forever. Let me give you a blue wrench. Okay, there you go. Southern Dixie, welcome, welcome. Okay, we are all doing great. We're doing great. And Southern Dixie, welcome. Southern Dixie, I think this is the first time you've been to my channel, right? Normally I'm not on at 10 o'clock, so I think this is a good time to come on, Peter, you are right. You are right. Peter says, let me put Peter's comment up. So many good creators in here, each with their own journeys in YouTube and unique stories to tell. Peter, you are so right. You are so right. And we all have a unique story. We all have a unique presentation. We all have our unique channels. And we're all a community. We all have different communities. Like Carla has her community. I have my community. And we, that's kind of what we kind of go in and out of each other's communities, and that's what we do. That's what we do, and I love that. I love that. But I have to tell you, thank you. Boss Andrew says, Carla's Coalition and Friends, I just shared out one of your live streams tonight. Like I said, you will love Carla. She is amazing, and she handles her live streams wonderfully. And let me see who I have here. Without my glasses, I have to squint. J.A. Vlog, welcome. I'm going to give you a mod wrench. There you go. And Maui Chris, welcome, welcome there again. Okay. And Median, let's see, Median, oh, Madam, hey, welcome, welcome. Okay. My best time of the day is around 10 o'clock. 10 shall say about 4. And then at night, I'm usually not on a live stream. I'm usually just kicking back. So anybody have any big plans for the weekend? Any kind of really great plans? Like I said, I'm just going to stay home and do my exercise. I run, I paint. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. And a lot of live streams are on tonight. A lot. I looked before I came on. I mean, my page was all lit up with live streams. So most of my friends are, doing live streams right now. So welcome, Barsal, and welcome, Hashia. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. And, a lot of the live streamers that I used to go to are no longer doing live streams. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. But, a lot of them just have kind of quit. They have kind of quit doing, live streams. So, Peter, it's Friday night at 10. It's about 10:10 Friday night. And Carla just put her link in, so I hope you all are connecting with Carla. And Mel Donka, welcome, welcome, my friend. I'll give you a blue wrench too. And Edu Alitorio, welcome, welcome. Now, Boss Andrew says gaming videos and going to post new videos. You all can call me Andrew if you want to. Bursella says, please visit my channel. And Braden, just no personal questions. I just don't do personal questions. That's all. Wisdom questions, if you want to ask me a wisdom question, a motivational question. Diana and friends here in my Australia coastline upload. It's just over 2 minutes. You guys will love it. Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. Peter, if you comment on the one of my videos, today's videos, when I go to sit down to do my comments tonight, I'll come back over to it. Hey, A Rich, welcome, welcome. Oh, to Snapchat. You know what? I have a Snapchat, Braden, but I never use it. I don't use it. I don't know. I don't know how to use it, to be honest. I'm connected to pretty much all the social medias, but I only do Facebook and YouTube. Those are the only two that I do. I'm, a grandma channel. And welcome, A. Rich Ely Kaapua. I think I pronounced it right. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Carla is so relaxed on her live streams. Brenda is so relaxed. And, I'm relaxed. It's like you just have to realize that, you just be yourself when you come on a live stream. And anyone that doesn't have all 4 of my channels, I have 4 channels. If you go to today's videos, not my live streams, but if you go over to one of my videos, you can get all 4 of my links to all 4 of my channels. They're pinned to the top of my comment section. And it's Grandma's Adventures with Diana Brienne Fairchild, Grandma's Porch with Diana Brienne Fairchild, Grandma's House with Diana Brienne Fairchild, and my original channel, which is this one, Diana Brienne Fairchild. And I hope you share me out too. I really, really do. I appreciate that. Boss Andrew, yeah, Boss Andrew, the key to it is you've just got to really, really just be yourself and make, I come on here and I stand in my kitchen every day doing about 4 or 5 different wisdom video topics. And it's always in my kitchen. Sometimes I do go out and about and, do videos out and about, but for the most part, it's in my kitchen because I spend most of my time, doing schoolwork, college work with my family. I'm at home. And, thank you, Clubino. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And so, I just do my videos the way I'm comfortable. And you're right, Peter, it's let it be natural and whatever comes, because I've seen people that, that have come on here and they're trying to be what they think everybody wants them to be. And, I get, a lot of suggestions from different people, and they're very, very smart people. I have friends that have millions of subscribers that message me and, say, if you do this, you do that. And I listen to them because they are so informed. But, I have to do what works right for my life as well. I can't be on here 24/7. There's no way I can do that. And in the beginning, when you are growing your channel, it takes a lot of work. Now I'm over 13K in a year, which is pretty good. I think pretty good. And I really, was at 26K, as you all know, but they removed a bunch of, they called it spam, and I'm okay with that, and it's been a lot harder to grow because what's happening is they take friends away. Like I got unsubscribed to Brenda's channel, I got unsubscribed to Norgus's channel, and these are channels I go to regularly. So I'm assuming people get unsubscribed to me as well. And yeah, Peter, it can. And I don't let anything consume my life. And I told a story today, and I did a video on it, and I also talked about it in my other live stream. And basically, what I talked about was this: is that I've got a math class. I'm a 63-year-old college student, and I went back to college a year and a half ago. I'm making very high A's. So one of my classes, I have 106.5 in that class. 106.5. I thought you could only get 100, but I got 106.5. My grades are very, very high. I'm taking 5 classes, but I'm having one class that I'm really having a struggle with. And for me, it's a higher level math class. I've got wonderful teachers, wonderful tutors, wonderful everybody, but I'm really struggling in it. Now, I've got a high B in it, a high B. Not a high A like my other classes, but a high B. And Julia, that is really, really something. Why we get unsubscribed to people that we go to all the time. But that kind of explains why we lose subscribers. It just makes no sense. Welcome, Dallas. Say welcome, welcome. So, this is the thing. This math, this higher level, I could sit here 24 hours a day and still not get it. I could probably eventually, I keep taking the class. I've already passed the class. This is like an additional, they call them tiers. And I'm taking an additional tier. And I don't think I really have to take it. And I just decided that I'm not going to, oh, thank you, Braden. Thank you. I'm not going to, give my life up for this math class. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to do it in my own way, in my own amount of time, and that's it. That's it. And beyond that, I'm not going to worry about it. And because I have too much good in my life, welcome, Lisa. Lisa, welcome, welcome. I'm not going to worry about it because, to worry about, thank you, Carla, thank you. To worry about this math class. I have a wonderful family. I have a wonderful life. We've got a beach house that I'm going to be going back and forth to, and I'll be doing my videos from the beach, my live streams from the beach, sitting out there maybe with a margarita. I don't drink alcohol, but maybe it'll be like a non-alcohol margarita. And thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Southern Dixie, well, I may change my major after this because of the math, but I'm in college. I'm studying law class. I'm pre-law. It's pre-law, and I took this math, and it was mandatory. And when I took it, it was math class with 3 tiers, and you had to pass the first tier to pass the class, and it was a very hard tier. A tier level, and I passed it, and I got a high B on that tier 1. And the second level, it's not mandatory to pass the class, but I took it because so I don't have to take any additional math going forward. And with pre-law, I don't know if tier 2 is needed. If it is needed, I'll have to either take it again or I'll have to do something, because I really don't want to take tier. I really am just giving a bare minimum amount of time to it now, because it was taking up my whole day, just that one class. And I have 4 other classes. So, welcome, Ochunio. Welcome, welcome. Martinez, welcome. So, don't let something take up your life, whether it's YouTube or anything else. Lumito, welcome, welcome. because when you let one thing take up your whole life, it takes away from all the other beautiful things that you have in your life. And I have so much that I love. I mean, I get out, I exercise every day, I run 5 miles a day, I'm an artist, I paint every day, I make YouTube videos. I mean, I do all this stuff, So, um, Lisa did she did a live today, and it was wonderful. Um, she did a live today, and it was amazing. It was her first live, and she did it from the beach. So anyone that's not connected to Lisa, I do hope you go over to Lisa's channel, and just connect with each other, and just just connect and get to know each other. And thank you, Peter. Yeah, I've done videos. I've done quite a few videos. You can just look up like Diana Brienne artwork, and you'll see some of them. And I have like Diana Brienne antiques, grandma's antiques. I have 35 over 3,500 videos up on this channel. And thank you, Boss Andrew. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. You're right. You're right, Peter. Um, yeah, Peter says, I will support anyone that supports me. I will share the love around. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. I have really supportive friends on my channel. That's kind of why I like to come on both during the day and at night, because you get different people for the most part, and people that you would not normally connect to. Yes, Peter. And I have videos on just about every subject. Lisa says, do you have an antique store shop? No, I just collect antiques. Um, I have a 1922 radio, and it's a floor model. It's about 200 pounds, because back then they weren't little radios. They were big pieces of furniture. It's the first year home radios came out. The first year, 1922. It's made by Westinghouse, and it still runs. Now, it only gets AM channels, and they're kind of scratchy. I have the original parts, even the original wire. So I don't leave it plugged in, because it's the original cord that gets plugged in to the socket. Thank you, Clubino. You have a wonderful channel. You're a very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful channel. You really, really are. Thank you, Big Tim. I'm glad you're back. Thank you. So I have the 1922. So if you go look up Diana Brienne and antique radio, or antiques, or old time radio, I have old time Victrolas, the old crank kind with the old records. I have like 200 of the old time records from the early 1900s. And yeah, Peter, I don't think I have that, but I go to this one store, and I live in an older people's well-known golfing community, and it's a bunch of old people. And so when a lot of these older people either die, or they get where they have to move, and a lot of times their kids just don't want to deal with all their stuff, so they send them to this one place that donates all the proceeds to the local community, to the homeless and people like that. And so I go there. So they have a lot of antiques. So, and they're very inexpensive. And so I love buying stuff that is from um, that's going to a good cause. And I mean, you never know what you're going to get. I have a 150-year-old pump organ that plays perfect. The Victrolas, I have a crank up phone, one of the old, real genuine crank up phones. I have so much, like that. I really, really love to collect old antiques. I just have no more room. I have no more room in my house. And I don't know what got me started on antiques. We were living down in Texas. My kids were really small, and I had a big expedition. And I remember my husband was he was in another part of the world on business, and so I drove the kids to this town. I don't remember the name of it. It had antique shops, and I went in, and there were two old time Victrolas, and I bought them. I didn't ask any questions about them. I bought them with all the records. And the woman said on the way out the door, "Don't you want to know what years they were made in?" I said, "Sure." She said 1922 and 1919. 1922 happens to be the year my mother was born, and 1919 is the year my father was born. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Braden. Thank you. And oh, RZ Fun, welcome, welcome. And we have four grandfather clocks that came through the war, the European war, the wars over there. One is 150 years old. They all work. And you've all seen them in the background if you've watched any of my videos, because sometimes I walk around the house. And so one's 150 years old, one's the rest of them are over 100. So, and they all work perfect. They're grandfather clocks and they chime beautiful. We bought them when we lived in Europe because we lived over there for 5 years. And so we've lived in a lot of different places, but we're back, we're where we want to be. So we live in, one place and then we travel to our beach house. And like I said, I'll be doing beach videos here pretty soon. So thank you, Peter. Thank you. Peter, no one ever knows when I'm going to be on because I never tell people. It's just I show up. I show up. And, and many people don't get my notifications until the next day. So, and then they come on thinking it's live when it's already been done. So, it's kind of hard to know people, you just come on and you see who comes on, you know. And that's why I do both the videos and the live streaming. Clubino, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, my friend. Clubino, I've got to, if you can make a comment on one of my videos, and I will come back in one of my current videos, ones I put out in the last day or so, and I'm going to come back because I've been unsubscribed to so many people, and I don't get your notifications anymore. I don't get your notifications at all. And I don't know why that's happening, but it's happening. I'm unsubscribed to a lot of people, and then I have to go back and subscribe. A lot of people have been unsubscribed to me. I just have no idea why they do that. Peter says, if anyone loves baby koala with mom, check out this mine upload. And so, yeah, you just, I love antiques. I really, really love antiques. And, I love, the key to it is you got to love your life. You've got to love who you are. You've got to love what you do. Yes, Braden, I can do that. Absolutely. And leave a comment, Braden, on one of my videos. One of my, like today's video, I think I did one called, not a live stream one, but a video, I think I did one called, I don't know if it was relax or what it was. This morning I did one. I put it up. And then when I go back to do my comments, I will go back and watch a video and I will comment on your channel. And then I connect. I connect that way. I have to tell you what we watch in the evening. Well, I should say I watch it and everybody else kind of, I guess they kind of go through the room and watch it as they go through the room. But I have all 9 seasons of the Waltons. And I love the Waltons. I grew up with the Waltons, and so I watch the Waltons. And I have the 9 seasons. I think I'm on season 4 right now. And I'm on season 4, and then I have let's see, and we watched all 9 seasons of Touched by an Angel when my kids were little. We were very much into Touched by an Angel. I loved that series. So we have all the DVDs to Touched by an Angel, all the DVDs to the Waltons, and we watched all 9 seasons of Little House on the Prairie. See, we love good shows. I love good programming and good shows. I really, really do. Welcome, Vanoy. Welcome, welcome, my friend. And so I love good shows. Yeah. Peter says the Waltons. Wow, blast from the past. Hang on, you were in Days of Our Life. Yes, Peter. I only a very small part. Very small. I was on a lot of different shows, but only little parts. Okay, a little bit. And because I really wasn't an actress, I really hadn't studied to be an actress. Yes, Big Tim. Big Tim is so right. Um, I was not an actress, but I worked in LA. And welcome, Ariel. Welcome, my beautiful, beautiful friend. I was, I lived in LA, and so I met a lot of people. I met a lot of, welcome, Bags Riva, welcome. I met a lot of people. And when I met, and I was young, I was 22. You know, I'm 63 now, so I was 22. I was, 20, no, actually, I was 19, 20, 21, 22. And I had a job that I met a lot of very famous people. And and I met a lot of famous people, and they would say, "Hey, would you like to be on this TV show or that TV show?" And I would, but it was because I couldn't act. They just gave me like tiny parts, I worked real steady. I mean, at one point, I was working every day. Carla, you know what? I have some of the videos, and if I uploaded that, whether on DVD, I guess I could upload those. Um, I was on the Match Game Hollywood Squares. I was on one time on that. I was a contestant. Match Game Hollywood Squares. It was the Match Game Hollywood Square hour. I was on there with Gene Rayburn. No, no, it wasn't Gene Rayburn. It was after Gene Rayburn. It was another. Um, Carla, I'm trying to think. It was another. I can't remember. I think it was Bert Convy. Bert Convy hosted that show then. And then I was on Days of Our Lives. Um, Very short period of time I was on there. And that was when it was at the old Gower Studios in Hollywood, which they're at Burbank now. But at that time, they were at the old Gower Studios. I worked on the set of Dallas, Knots Landing. Welcome, Roy. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for coming. Um, there was a show called Finders of Lost Loves. I worked on that. I worked on Flamingo Road. There was a show called Flamingo Road with Morgan Fairchild and Fairchild, just like my name, Morgan Fairchild. And let's see, I'm forgetting a bunch of shows I worked on, and I dated a lot. You would be surprised at some of the people I dated. They're pretty well known, but I don't kiss and tell, so I can't do that. But that was a long time ago. That was a good night, Braden. I wish you a great night, okay? And I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, Braden. Okay. Well, I'll say a prayer for you. Everybody wish Braden that he gets well soon. Okay. Hope you feel better. Yes, Roy, you sure can. You sure can. Um, but I was young, and that was before I met my husband. And I was 19. I moved to California. Well, I was 17 when I left home, and I moved to California at 19. Welcome, welcome, MK. And I went to college out there, and I got a job at a very well-known place, and I met very well-known people, and I was very young and very impressionable. And thank goodness for grandma. Grandma taught me, she said, now you don't take no drugs, you don't smoke no cigarettes, you don't drink no alcohol, and you don't let any men touch you. That's what she told me. And I listened to grandma. And so that saved me in Hollywood. It really did. But I did a story. If you go back on my videos, I've done a lot of stories. One's called, I think it's called Mr. Big. And that he was one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. And at the time, he's dead now, but he was one of the most powerful men. And he was a friend. He was nothing. I had a boyfriend, and my boyfriend was about 3 years older than me, and I was 22, so I think he was 25. And he was a young doctor. He was an intern, a resident, he was studying to be a surgeon. And so he was my boyfriend. And so I was very faithful to him, but he let me like have friends, because I was young and I wanted to meet all these people. And so, and I was meeting a lot of people. So I met a lot of different, very, very interesting people. Um, a lot of very interesting people. And so that one was called Mr. Big. And Mr. Big introduced me to like some very, very famous movie stars from like the 1950s. You would all know the names. And I met all of those famous. Hold on, let me see what my son. Hold on, just a second. Okay. Okay. And so yeah, I met. Hey, Robert, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. Um, Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Peter. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Peter. Mr. Positive, welcome, welcome. You're everywhere today. So let's see. So I had my doctor boyfriend, and um, and I met Mr. Big, and Mr. Big he sent me roses to my work. And teamwork, welcome, welcome, my friend. Wonderful channel, teamwork. Everyone, you want to connect with teamwork. They have a great channel. Let me put you up there. And so my boyfriend, um, so he let me use. He had an old Porch, and it had a stick shift, and I really didn't know how to drive it. And so I drove his Porsche up to the Beverly Hills Hotel, the pink one, the very, very famous pink one. Marilyn Monroe and all those have been there. And Mr. Big, and I stalled out in the valet parking. And so they kind of had to push the Porsche up the hill. And but I went there, and I went over Mr. Big. So I met him at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and then he took me in his little black Mercedes convertible over to Hamburger Hamlet, of all places, to meet one of the most famous movie stars ever. And on the way, he couldn't drive very well because he was usually in limousines that took him everywhere, and he wore a toupee, Mr. Big. And his toupee flew off when we were going through like this traffic circle around the Beverly Hills Hotel, and he almost got us in an accident. So by the time we got to Hamburger Hamlet in Hollywood, I was a mess. And we were walking into Hamburger Hamlet. I tripped over something in the street and broke my heel on my shoe. And so I went in with one heel working and one heel not working. And we sat down with this very famous movie star who you all would know. Welcome, Bren Michael. Welcome, welcome. And he had his son there, the daughter, and the son's wife was there, who was very famous. She was very famous. And I sat there with this broken heel, talking to this movie star. I was totally in awe. And he was gracious. He was so wonderful, 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 just wonderful. And and that's one of my many, many stories. And I ended up, oh, I could tell you so many stories. Um, really, I could tell you. Um, some of them I better not, but they were all good. They were all good. And I went with, there were four very, very well known, you would all know the names, four very well known brothers who owned a big, they were very famous, and they're very famous, but they made a model very, very famous. And at that time, I had platinum blonde hair. It was looked like Marilyn Monroe when I met them. And anyhow, long story short, I they all wanted to date me, so I didn't date them as like a boyfriend or anything, but one of them wanted a relationship, and I didn't want one because I had a boyfriend, and so I cut that relationship off. But then right after that, they made an actress. She was not even known. She became one of the most famous people, famous faces, and they put my hairstyle, on her. At that time, if you go back on my Facebook, you'll see some of my platinum blonde look from the 70s and 80s. So she became very famous. I'm not going to tell you her name, but she died. She died about, I think, about 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. And young. She was young when she passed. And but they made her famous. But she so I have all these interesting stories about the mansion, the mansion, the famous mansion. So then I moved away from Hollywood and I left that. And then later I was to meet my husband, and that was all synchronicity, and it was all divine timing and divine connection. And I knew that morning that I was going to meet my husband. I woke up with this overpowering feeling that I was going to meet my husband. And I was going to meet my husband, and so and I just knew it. I just knew I was meeting my husband, and I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know who he was. Well, I went through the whole day with this overwhelming, powerful feeling that I was going to meet my husband. And it was evening now, and I hadn't met anybody. And so I went to work. So I was working in the evening at a new job. And who walks in but my husband to be, that I'd never met before. And I knew right away. And he got my telephone number. We only talked a moment. He got my telephone number, but I had a date afterwards because he wanted me to go dancing that night. And I said no. And he wasn't from there. His plane had broken down, and he ended up there. And he called me the next morning, woke me up out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning, and said, "You're going to be my wife." And I said, I know that, but call me back in 3 hours when I'm awake. And that is a true story. That's a true story. And then, so between my LA days and the time I met my husband, I had moved to Palm Springs. I lived in Palm Springs, and then I moved to Newport Beach. So I've lived everywhere. I've been everywhere. And so, that's just my life. Now I'm a mom, and I have three amazing children. They're grown. One's 21, one's 22, and one's 23. And two live at home. And thank you, Lisa. Lisa, thank you, my friend. Thank you. And we're always all very, very respectful of everybody here on the stream. Everybody, just to let you all know that we keep respect. My channel is a grandma channel, and it's a very, very respectful channel. And it's not a drone channel. I don't have a drone. Maybe when I move to the beach, I'll get me a drone and some music and all that. But mine's just a grandma channel. And but I have three amazing children, and two live at home. One lives 4 miles away and is here every day. And, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be 63 years old. I'm grateful to be alive. I've had some friends that I've lost, and I'm grateful to, live the life that I do. You know, I paint every day. I do YouTube videos. I go to college. I run. I collect antiques. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. You know, all of that. You know what, teamwork? You are so, so right. Um, you're so right. But you know how I believe, and I'm going to give you my philosophy on this. Um, Love comes to you. You don't go to it. It comes to you when you're busy living your best life. And when I met my husband, I was busy living my best life. I wasn't hungry for love. I didn't need love. I didn't seek it. It just came to me. And I believe love avoids us when we're hungry. And I remember one time my girlfriend and I went out to a restaurant, and you'd have to pass by the bar. And so we passed by the bar, and we went to that restaurant regularly. And 10 years later, there was a man, a very nice looking man, who was still sitting at that bar. And I don't know what his story really was, but when you're hungry, you don't need to sit on a bar stool. You need to get out and make your life your best life, and love will find you. Welcome, Malik. Welcome, welcome. So I never had to look for love. I never had to look for a boyfriend. They always came to me. They always did. They always did. And now at 63, I've had love. I've been very blessed to have had romantic love, a husband. I've had it all, and I'm very, very grateful to God for my experiences. Welcome, Huruk TV. Welcome, my friend. Let me give you a blue wrench. There you go. And I think if you want to find love, just get busy being your best you. Get busy being, your best you that you know how to be. And I know I look shiny because I have cold cream on, and it's not good lighting out here. So I promise you, I don't look this bad in person. Plus, it's late at night. It's late at night. Yes, Robert, I agree with you. Be proactive, and be proactive in your own life, and be warm, be open to love, be um, not everybody is right for us, just because they may be right for someone else. I met a lot of wonderful men in my life, but they weren't necessarily the right one for me to marry. And then when I met my husband, he was the right one for me to marry. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. I come on any which way, and I don't worry about it. I just come on any which way. And, I'd rather come on with cold cream on my face and a shiny face and bad lighting, because it is nighttime here on Grandma's porch. Um, I'd rather come on and connect with you all than to not come on at all. And part of success in life, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. The more you're out there, the more likely you are to succeed at whatever it is that you want to succeed at, providing you are qualified to succeed at it. And there's a lot of even unqualified people that succeed because they're out there. So I come on. Hey, welcome, Unruly Short Boss. Welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. And so, yeah, And so I decided a year ago, Stab and Cabin, welcome, welcome, another great channel. So I came on Hee Haw. That was my favorite show growing up. Hee Haw. We watched Hee Haw I think it was Saturday nights. Hee Haw came on. And I loved, loved, loved Hee Haw. And I grew up on shows like Hee Haw, The Honeymooners, all those good old shows. I don't watch TV today. The only reason we keep cable is because my husband loves sports, my sons love sports, but I don't watch TV at all. I watch old movies, and actually I use rabbit ears, and I watch the Me channel, and I watch all the old TV shows. I love old movies. Like my favorite movie is called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It's a 1942 black and white classic. There's a book called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I first read it in high school, and you can get the entire movie for free on YouTube. It's called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. You will love the movie. It's one of those movies like It's a Wonderful Life. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. I'm doing great, Robert. I really am. I really am. I'm doing great. Tired tonight. I'm tired. I've been up all day. I did my 5 mile run. Um, I cooked dinner. I did. This is my second live stream today. I did one for 2 hours earlier. Um, I'm trying to think. Painted. I paint. I did my college work. My family all came back from the beach. Because they were, I didn't go because they're remodeling the house. My husband's remodeling the house down there. Bam Shane, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to give you a mod wrench. Thank you. It's morning where you are. It's nighttime where we are. You're all fresh and waking up, and I'm all tired and ready to go to bed. So, yeah, it's amazing. We all have different time zones that we're in. Like I'm on at night. It's late at night here, but some people, it's their morning. It's morning, Saturday morning. Yeah, Bam Shane says it's Hong Kong morning. Yeah, and so, yeah, we all have our own unique, wonderful lives, and we all have a story. We all have stories, and no one's story is better or less than someone else's. It may be different, it may sound more intriguing, but no one's story is better or less. We all have stories. I don't know if you all feel like the live streams have really dried up, a lot of them. Now, tonight there's a lot of them on, but as a whole, I don't see anywhere near as many live streamers as I used to. Boss Andrew, what part of the West Coast do you live in? Because I used to live in California, as I was saying earlier. Doing a live by yourself, you run out of things to say. And then you start rambling, you start rambling. Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shar of Heart, welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. A lot of people do the silent live streams and all that. Um, I just come up. Oh, thank you, Ben Shane. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. That's right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this on live chat. You know what? I don't see all comments when I don't put it on live chat. If you don't put it on live chat, you won't see all your comments. And Carla and I were talking about this. Gina and I were talking about this. Oh, I just lost it. Okay. But one of the things that a lot of us are doing now are we're collaborating with each other. You build your community. Thank you, Lynn. You're cooking lunch while watching me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Shar says, I'm on my way to pick up my mom. You're blessed to have a mom. You really are. I tell my kids that all the time. You're blessed to have me. And they tell me, like my son was down there with my husband. And I know sometimes I get on my kids' nerves because, mom wants the best for their kids. Welcome, May Panay. Welcome, welcome. And so my son came back with my husband today and he said, you know what, Mom, I really missed you. I said, really? I said, I'm probably the only one that keeps you on the right road, right? Robert, you're right. There's so many live chats. We could be in and out of live chats, all the time. And what I do is between about 11 and 12:30 at night before I go to bed, I do my comments. So if you comment on my videos, I go back and I go to your channel and I watch a video and everything like that. That's my time that I get back to everybody is between 11 o'clock my time at night and 12:30 at night. Shar, you know what? I miss my mom. I lost my mom. I took care of my mom the last 3 years of her life, and she developed ALS and Parkinson's, and it was a terrible disease for her. And I took care of her, and it was very difficult and challenging, but I'm so glad that I did. I took care of her because she was a wonderful, wonderful mother, and I truly, truly miss my mom. Don't ever take your parents for granted. I've done videos on that. A parent is always a parent, no matter how old their kids get, and I think adult children often don't want their parents around, but remember, your parents, you're only going to have them so long, and you're so very, very blessed to have parents. If you have a parent, they don't have to be perfect. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. You don't have to you don't have to have a perfect parent. Okay? You don't need a perfect parent. You need a parent that loves you. That's it. If you have a parent that loves you, you can overlook pretty much whatever their flaws are. And I don't expect people to be perfect. I work at accepting people as they are. I want to be an inspiration to other people. I want to lift other people up. I want to encourage them. But I'm not going to spend my life trying to change somebody who doesn't want to be changed. I'm going to spend my time loving them instead. Now, that doesn't mean that I want to be around all people, especially if they have bad behavior, but I'm going to love them. Grandma used to say, love them from a distance or love them from afar. If you can't love them close up, love them from a distance, and let them know that you love them. Never, ever don't let someone know that you love them. I let people know that I love them. Even if I can't hang around them, I let them know that I love them. And I love my kids with all my heart. And, I love my family, and, God first and then my family. I'm very grateful to have a beautiful family. But I also tell my kids, remember, you're never going to get another mom like this. And I said, take care of your mom and value your mom. Welcome, Leandro. Welcome, welcome. I hope you all shared me out. I do. Let me know if you share me out. I appreciate it if you do. It's the only way I can grow when I do a live stream. Yes, Mr. Positive, you are so right. Everyone, please go to Mr. Positive's channel. He is exactly what he says he is, Mr. Positive. And, we need to hear happy, happy. I approach my wisdom videos, and a lot of them are very heavy and deep topics, but I approach them from a positive point of view. We all get problems. We can wallow in the problem, or we can try to solve the problem. And if we can't solve the problem, then we try to make the best of the situation. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you do a live stream, this is the thing. I did many videos called Share and Shout. Share and shout out. Do you know that part of the reason I grew so quickly was because every live stream I went in, when there was a lot of live streams going on, I shared them out and I let them know. And of course, what did they do? They shouted me out. They shouted me out. So if you want to grow fast, share out the host when you go into a live stream. You don't have to do that. And a lot of smaller channels can't really, because they don't have a community button, but the bigger channels can. Over 1,000, you can. Because you will grow by helping other people. And it doesn't cost anything to share. I share people out constantly. And look how fast I grew. Look how fast I grew. And I grew pretty fast. And I would have been, gosh, I don't know where I would have been had all this stuff with the YouTube changes not taken place. I really, really, would have even been way, way further. But I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at. And I'm loving this journey, and I'm loving my friends and the community I have built, the people I've got to know. I think it's really wonderful to not look at, I don't look at people as subscribers. I look at them as my friends and part of my community. And then I go into other people's communities. And I go into other people's communities and I visit with them. So we support each other. I also collaborate. Tonight I was making dinner and someone with 72,000 um, subscribers said, would you please come up on my panel? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. I like that. As long as I'm not in an institution, I'll be good, right? And I don't mind being an institution. And that's wonderful, Andrew. That's wonderful. Congratulations. That's a milestone. Welcome, welcome, Edward. Welcome, welcome. Andrew, that is a big milestone. I think 1,000 is the biggest milestone you will ever make on YouTube. 1,000, because you will always remember your first 1,000. You may not remember where you were at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, even 10,000, but you will remember. Your 1,000. Now, when I made 1,000, they purged me. Oh my gosh! As soon as I went over 1,000, they purged me like 30 people. I would never forget that. I was so disappointed. Bam Shane, yes, the key to it is going on other people's panels and going on other people's lives and supporting each other and sharing each other out and commenting on other people's videos. We have to always remember, we always have to remember that it's not just about us. It's about each other and supporting each other. And, you're going to meet wonderful, amazing people on here. And then you're going to meet some people that you have to block, and I blocked, I've had my share of trolls and I've had my share of crazies and I've had my share of, all kinds of things. And, I think as you get to be a bigger channel, you're going to get that. You cannot avoid that. And I've heard people say, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore, because, and I said, don't let that stop you. You're letting them win if you do that. Welcome, Jason. Welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench there. And so you just gotta come and you've just got to, you come in, you do your live streams, you make your videos, you do what makes you happy. But I think the most important thing, like I was on someone's channel and they're a grandma channel just like mine, and they got somebody who was not nice, and she just told them, please go to another channel, find one of those not nice channels that people like to bicker and fight, and go to that one, because on my channel, everybody needs to feel safe and everything, and and that's what we do. It's a nice channel. I'm a grandma. So, well, you know what? It's my bedtime. It's my bedtime. I've been on about an hour and 15 minutes, and I was on 2 hours today. Welcome, Marie Vlogs. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Thank you for coming. I'm getting ready to go off, so you're welcome to drop your link there, my friend. Oops, where'd you go? There you go. Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. Thank you. And May Panay, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Mr. Positive. The way I'm probably going to do it, I normally come on in the afternoon, and oh, that sounds so good. Chicken curry. Oh my gosh. Marie Vlogs made chicken curry. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you, May. Thank you. I come on as I can, and I've been on every day here lately. Some days I skip a day. Mondays I'm usually not on, at least not during the daytime, because I have college all day that day. And I haven't been on for 5 months at night. But I'm going to try to start coming on. And it may not be every night. It may be. It may not be. It may be some nights. And it may not be every day, even during the day. But I do try to come on. So if I come on during the day, it's usually between 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock, somewhere in that ballpark, anywhere, in those hours, 12, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then if I come on at night, it's usually around 10. The only time I would come on earlier at night would be if Brenda Land did not do her live stream. But Brenda Land usually does her live stream, and I'm usually over on her live stream. But if she doesn't do one, then I come on earlier than that. But if not, then I'll come on, usually about 10 o'clock. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. So thank you all. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming to my channel and putting up with me with my cold cream and my shiny face tonight and all that and being tired. And I just thank you so much. And I thank you and I wish you a wonderful weekend. And I may be on live this weekend. I may be, And so may God bless you all and just have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you really, really enjoy it. And welcome, my friend. I'm going to give you a blue wrench real quick before I exit here. That's Lucky. Welcome, welcome. And so, yeah, I may be on this weekend. Lucky, I have been on, I did a 2-hour live today, and then I've been on several panels today, and then I've been on for about an hour and a half now. So I think I'm probably going to go and relax a little bit, then answer my comments, and then I'm going to go to bed. So thank you all, and may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you all soon again, and I hope you have a great weekend, okay? Good night.